Hello, welcome back to the Armenian Museum of America. Today I'd like to discuss some of the objects related to the relief efforts during the Armenian Genocide and immediately after, when the Armenian people were uprooted from their homelands and slaughtered. The Armenian Genocide, of course, began in 1915, and when Ambassador Morgenthau, this is his biography right here, Henry Morgenthau, he wrote back to the United States immediately explaining what's happening to the Armenian people and can people help with all the refugees, with all the survivors. And so many American businessmen and foreign missionaries volunteered their services, and the Americans responded. Among the Americans who responded was James Barton, who was a foreign missionary and an educator. And this is his book that he wrote about the Near East Relief, the history of the organization. And Cleveland Dodge. And Cleveland Dodge was a philanthropist who, and he helped organize it also. The original, this is one of the original posters. You can buy reproductions of these on the internet nowadays, but these are original posters of the time period. And Cleveland Dodge was very important for the fundraising efforts, because what Dodge did was he paid for all of the fundraising, all of the workers in the Middle East out of his own pocket. So every dime that was donated to relief went to relief. No money was diverted from administration costs, etc., which is a constant problem sometimes with some charities, some modern scams, for instance, that do that. And these posters were circulated everywhere as a way of a fundraising effort for relief. And this is another example of one of the posters right here. The original group was called the American Committee for Relief in the Near East. By 1919, the conditions had got so horrendous in the Middle East that many of these organizations went to the US Congress, begging Congress to get involved to help somehow support these efforts. And Congress looked at all these various small organizations all trying to do relief, and they said, this is crazy. If you all get together, you make one organization, figure out a structure for you all, we'll help fund you. But you've got to get your act together. And so they basically, all these organizations pool their resources in their management. And they created one organization called the Near East Relief. And this is a map of the Near East Relief stations. And they were all throughout the Middle East. They had various orphanages and relief camps in order to try to save people. And they saved the lives of hundreds of thousands of people. God bless them. This is an example of a different kind of a poster by act of Congress. When the Near East Relief was organized and recognized by Congress, it was the second charity to be recognized by the US government. The first one being the Red Cross. And so they began all kinds of campaigns in order to help the refugees. And this was basically an Armenian day, or 2 days actually, in which we're asking people to please donate money to help all these poor refugees in the Middle East, these survivors. And this is another one right here. I want to show this one because it is so tiny. This is an example of one of the laces made by an orphan. This was made by at the orphanage at Uchakur, which in Malatya. And this, the stitches are so small. And I have a penny here beside it in order to show get a sense of the scale of how tiny these stitches are. These are done by little girls. And the little girls' fingers were so small and nimble they could do handwork that an adult couldn't do. And this is a really extraordinary piece, but is one of many in the collection, all related to the relief efforts. The Armenian Museum is here to share our stories and culture with you, the public. We thank you for joining us and for listening. We hope you'll join us again. Until then, stay safe.